5. Naruto. In the event that you have known about manga and anime, at that point you have most likely caught wind of Naruto. It holds the third spot in the smash hits manga list in history with more than 235 million duplicates sold in more than 35 nations. Composed by Masashi Kishimoto, this is a story about growing up about youthful Naruto Uzumaki, who is a kid ninja searching for acknowledgement and with a fantasy about turning into the pioneer, Hokage, of his town. Preceding his introduction to the world, Naruto gets a colossal evil presence Kyuubi fixed inside him, which messes up the kid when attempting to discover his place in his town. The story is separated into two sections, the first during the early young adult long periods of the kid and the second when he is a youngster. The renowned manga arrangement was adjusted into one of the most mainstream anime TV arrangement Everything Being Equal, which comprises of 220 scenes, which initially broadcasted in Japan from 2002 to 2007, and on Cartoon Network from 2005 to 2009. The continuation, Naruto Shippuden, broadcasted from 2009 to 2011 and comprised of an astounding 500 scenes. The story doesn't end there as the story proceeds with Boruto Uzumaki, who is Naruto's child in Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. Aside from the arrangement, Naruto fans can watch one of the 11 films and 11 unique video activities, just as computer games, light books, and exchanging cards dependent on the characters and storyline from Naruto. The Naruto arrangement has won various honors as yet a dazzling anime to watch with its blend of experience, activity, hand-to-hand fighting, satire, and shonen in every 23-minute scene of the first arrangement. Thus, ensure that you watch this anecdote about growing up, which is loaded up with experience, fun, dramatization, and all that you would anticipate from an anime arrangement that has such a solid after. 4. Samurai Champloo. This is a great anime arrangement, which includes 3 fundamental characters, an ungainly tea house server called Fukasumi, and 2 samurais Mugen and Jin. After unintentionally spilling a beverage on a client, Fu is annoyed by a gathering of samurai, which makes her look for the assistance of Mugen, a samurai who vanquishes the aggressors with some wild battling procedures. He continues to assault another Ronin named Jin, who however ends up being an intense adversary as he is a superior sword fighter than Mugen. During the fight, they coincidentally slaughter the child of a nearby officer, for which they are caught and condemned to be executed. Fu continues to protect them and recruits them as her own guardians. They join her in the mission of finding an extraordinary samurai who scents like sunflowers. The arrangement follows the 3 characters on their journey, and it is a serious ride, given the way that the 2 guardians are continually attempting to execute each other. The 26 scenes broadcasted from May 2004 to March 2005. The arrangement roused the famous Samurai Champloo computer game for PlayStation 2. The Samurai Champloo DV arrangement is an incredible treat for all anime lovers. The story is set in the Edo time of Japan and is brimming with satire, activity, blade battling, all implanted with an incredibly decent hip jump soundtrack. 3. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. In the event that you think anime is for kids you might need to reconsider. On the off chance that you are a grown-up however need to investigate the brilliant universe of anime, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is an extraordinary spot to begin. Not at all like the first Fullmetal Alchemist, which was just halfway dependent on the manga arrangement by Hiromu Arakawa, this arrangement was made after the manga arrangement was finished and followed the first plotline intently. It incorporates 65 drawing and scenes, which will keep you intrigued and desiring more. The arrangement is composed by Hiroshi Onijai and coordinated by Yasuhiro Airi and debuted in 2009 and ran until 2010. It was captioned in English very quickly following its delivery, which made it famous among non-Japanese watchers too. We previously disclosed to you the narrative of the 2 distorted siblings Edward and Alphonse, who go on a journey for improving their catalytic, preparing to revive their dead mother and furthermore to re-establish their physical bodies to their full and sound structure. Edward loses a leg and penances his arm to save the spirit of his sibling during a catalytic examination for restoration turns out badly. Alphonse is transformed into body reinforcement, and Edward wears his sibling's spirit on him as he goes to the capital alongside his different siblings to turn into a full metal alchemist at the state military. She continues to look for the Philosopher's Stone, which should give him enormous catalytic forces. In transit, he finds some profound connivances of the legislature alongside insights concerning his dad's past. DVD and Bluebeam box sets have been delivered far and wide, and the arrangement circulated on different directs in the US, UK, Australia and numerous different nations and pulled in a great many fans around the world. With a Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, you will never be exhausted and want a quick advance a scene. The entire splendid anime arrangement is fabulous and merits your consideration and time. 2. Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin. Casted a ballot the best action anime by Ranker, Attack on Titan is unquestionably an awesome and progressive anime. The arrangement is about a youngster called Eren Yeager who pledges to decimate all the Goliath humanoid titans on Earth after they wreck his old neighborhood and murder his mom. The symbolism, the amazing storyline, and the climate of this TV arrangement is the thing that makes it so interesting and why it is adored by most anime fans. The dazzling storyline and the whole creation of the anime arrangement have made it as mainstream as the longest-running anime arrangement, despite the fact that the first Attack on Titans has just 25 scenes. It depends on an honor-winning manga by Hajime Isayama. This arrangement follows the undertakings and the battle against the Titans by Eren Shingeki no Kyojin, Mikasa Ackerman, and Armin Arlert, who all do all that conceivable to keep the three dividers encompassing the rest of the people on Earth from the horrendous Titan assaults. There are three diverse military branches that are additionally occupied with ensuring people. The warriors utilize uncommon catching frameworks alluded to as vertical maneuvering equipment, which they use to hop on trees, dividers, and structures so as to assault the Titans. The first arrangement broadcasted in 2013, and a side project light novel and manga arrangement have been made because of the accomplishment of the anime arrangement. The subsequent season broadcasted in 2017, and there is a third one planned for July 2018. In 2018, the Attack on Titan manga had sold 74 million printed duplicates, which has made it extraordinary compared to other selling manga arrangement ever. Along these lines, on the off chance that you need to see some motivating, all-around paced, wonderfully drawn activity anime, ensure you get the opportunity to see the Attack of the Titans arrangement. We are positive that you will be so enchanted by them that you will probably marathon watch the whole arrangement on a double. 1. Death Note. Death Note is number one on our rundown dependent on numerous reasons. Initially, it has been casted a ballot the main anime arrangement ever by Japanese fans. It is likewise positioned as the number one most mainstream anime arrangement on the MyAnim list site. Passing Note is somewhat dull, and its hero is certainly not a cliché hero like in numerous different arrangement. The film goes to places where other anime arrangement haven't challenged, and this is the thing that makes it completely enchanting. The Shinigami is a divine force of death ready to slaughter any individual as long as he can see the casualty's face and record their name in the death notepad. Ryuk, who is exhausted by carrying on with the divine force of death way of life, leaves one of these scratch pad and human reals to perceive how people use it. The intemperate secondary school understudy Light Yagami finds the death note and starts testing it by composing the name of a criminal in it. The criminal bites the dust promptly, and Light acknowledges how wrecking the intensity of the scratch pad in his grasp truly is. Light chooses to get out the world from lawbreakers with the assistance of the scratch pad, and individuals start venerating him. The police, however, understand that there is a sequential executioner focusing on hoodlums and attempt to catch him with the assistance of an unusual analyst named L. The first manga arrangement was distributed from 2003 to 2006 and incorporates 12 volumes and 108 sections. The anime arrangement created by Madhouse was made out of 37 scenes coordinated by Tetsuro Araki. These were communicated in Japan from October 2006 to June 2007. In 2006 a light novel dependent on the arrangement was additionally delivered, trailed by a progression of Nintendo computer games and 3 surprisingly realistic movies, a TV dramatization, and small-scale arrangement in Japan just as a US film appeared on Netflix in August 2017. The arrangement turned out to be famous to the point that there was even a Broadway melodic composed and created dependent on it. In the event that you need to see and experience the most perfect in the realm of anime, Death Note is certainly an arrangement which you should observe above all else. You will be flabbergasted by the experience which anticipates you with this dull and interesting arrangement.